If you're on, say hello. There you go. Say hello, hello. There we go. Trying to update my thing. Okay. Now I can edit it, I think. Hi, if you're on, say hello. Who's on? Say hello, hello. There we go. Hi guys. Who's all on? Say hello. There's my chat. I am getting set up. Hi Marcy. Hi Alana. Hey Running Wild. Who else did I miss? I love mangoes. How are you? No, I'm happy. I'm sorry. My pants are feeling funny. I got my legs crossed. I'm just updating my video real quick so that it has the link for the buy me a coffee thing. buymeacoffee.com/ Okay. Hi, Erin. I remember you. Okay. Now I'm ready. Who's all here? Hi, it's me. You know, I am happy actually. I just was updating the description because I don't know how to do it on my phone before I go live. I need to do it in the computer so that moving forward it's already on there. But I still will have to include thank you to whoever bought tonight's coffee. So Robbie's doing well. He's actually progressing. So they're going to be putting him in a different program where it will be less restrictive. So like right now he has to go to a cafeteria to eat. In his new program, it'll be more like a house situation and he'll be able to make his own dinner, stuff like that. So it'll be good. So he's actually doing really well. His thoughts and urges have evolved, and generally he only has thoughts and urges around same age peers now, and he generally has only ever had them around people that he's around. So if he keeps away from children, then he should be doing better with children. Okay, so tonight's coffee, I don't know why this always messes up. Tonight's coffee was bought by Jennifer Steele. I don't see her on here. But if you don't know about Buy Me a Coffee, so many of you have asked about sending me gifts or being able to buy me something or buy me a gift card that just to show your appreciation or your love or whatever it might be. I've talked about this a few times. I don't feel comfortable giving out my address, and I also don't feel comfortable giving out a P.O. box because it still kind of pings my location. So what was suggested to me by you guys was there's a website called buymeacoffee.com. And so I signed up for an account on there, and if you feel compelled to do so and you want to send me something, you can buy me a coffee. I generally go to Starbucks, so there's also a Dunkin' if you really want me to go to Dunkin'. I don't really like Dunkin', but I'll buy whatever coffee you tell me to buy. So it's like you being able to buy me a coffee. And yesterday I had a really delicious drink. It wasn't even a coffee. It was a venti dragon fruit drink from It's Me, who's on the live right now. And it was really, really, really yummy. Today, Jennifer bought a venti chai latte with a shot of espresso. Now, I'm a little nervous because I don't necessarily love chai, but we'll go with it. But anyway, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can. You don't have to. Please don't feel like you have to. This was just a way that you guys suggested to be able to connect with me without giving away my identity, and I think it's cute, so I said, why not? If you want to do that, it's buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, Kristin, and then a P for Piper. So yeah, you can do that. It's fun. I think it's fun. The kids are loving it, and they're hoping I don't like the chai latte because they want to drink it, so they're waiting. They're waiting in the wings. They're right there and right there, down on the floor. What's wrong?
I'm looking for my scrunchie.
How'd you lose your scrunchie?
It was on my wrist. What happened to your wrist?
No, I do not. Don't even start with me. I don't like guano. And y'all, I did not do my hair or my makeup.
You look pretty without it.
And I just don't care tonight. I'm not feeling good. In case you can't tell, my face, I'm lupusy. All day I've been lupusy. I've been feeling like trash. And you know what I was thinking? If I get off the live early enough, I might go get one of those drinks from yesterday because I feel like it was really refreshing. And I actually feel like it's a nice break from coffee. Did I say that? No. I would never say that, would I? But we'll see if Jennifer jumps on. If not, then we will drink the chai latte without her. But hopefully she jumps on tonight. My kids are super distracting. Just out of curiosity, what is your middle name? I'm not going to give you my middle name. I don't feel comfortable with it. Yeah, I don't think it's... Well, thank you, Joshua. Because, you know, I don't really care that I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup most of the time. But, I just ate dinner too, so I'm like picking my teeth. But anyway, if I don't wear makeup on my lives, I get comments about people saying I look really tired. Are you going to bed? Okay, good night. So people will say I look really tired, or they'll be like, oh my gosh, she's broken out. Like sometimes I get breakouts here whenever I'm having lupus, and they'll be like, she's clearly so stressed. Did you see her breakout tonight? And I'm like, my middle name is not Piper. But that is funny. What was for dinner? Oh, it was lasagna. And then Bear doesn't eat pork. And there was like sausage in the lasagna. So she had cannellini, I think it is called, with cheese. It's like these round tubes and stuffed with ricotta cheese and then sauced. And then we had garlic bread that has cheese on it. And everybody was really, really excited about that.
Except I didn't really like it that much.
She didn't like the cannellini. Then you should have just eaten.
No, I'm talking about the garlic bread.
Oh, she didn't like the garlic bread. That's surprising. I kind of liked it, actually. I thought I wasn't going to like it with the cheese on it. And I know, it's weird because I'm a cheese eater. I love cheese. Y'all know I love cheese. Did you guys see that after the live last night? So on my Facebook, y'all missed it if you're not on my Facebook. I ended up making spetzel. Thanks to you guys because of the live. So we ended up making spetzel last night, and I made carbonara spetzel, and then I also made plain spetzel for Bear because she doesn't eat bacon. So she did not appreciate me putting bacon in my spetzel, but she did like it. How do we even know Kristin is your real name? I don't know. Do you? Do you know? Hi, Kirsten. Kirsten knows if it's my real name. She knows. Maybe my name's Georgina. Or Regina George. Could be.
What if my name's not actually Bear?
Whoa, what if her name isn't actually Bear?
Is that girl on or whatever? Oh boy.
Kirsten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the person that...
Oh, Jennifer. No. Jennifer Steele bought my coffee, and she's not on here. She's missing. Jennifer!
Come on, Jennifer.
Yeah, it probably is Marge, actually. Now that you mention it, thanks for outing it. Now everybody knows my name is Marge. So I was trying to keep that on the down low, but you've just told everyone, so can't do that anymore. And it might be Simpson, my last name, but I'm not telling. It's for the imagination to decide. Hi, Patrick. Yeah. No, she didn't. You guys are such butts. You just want my chai latte. Rick's real name is Carlos. Carlos Simpson. Maybe it's Samsonite, our last name. Maybe my middle name is Too Cool for School. Nope. Kids, you should never be too cool for school.
I am actually too cool for school.
You're too school for cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely are
I'm
too
gonna
school.
drop out now.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you better go find yourself somewhere else to live, because no dropouts in this house. Not happening.
Oh yeah, I saw some people that dropped out. They sound horrible. Like they're the way they talk.
How about the way they spell? I bet that's fun. We're talking about dropping out of school. Banana is saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna drop out. She's probably like the most responsible when it comes to school and stuff, so.
I am.
Rick, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I thought his name was Carlos.
Oh yeah, Carlos.
Oh, you guys ready?
No dropouts under my roof. Absolutely not. Carlos, what are you doing? Carlos, pickle Samsonite. Whoa, baby. The baby just came in and tried to knock my camera down.
You don't go get Daddy.
Daddy's gone. Daddy's name is Carlos. I graduated from high school in 2008. So I'm older than you, Patrick. I graduated 2005.
Wait, how do you know he didn't like fail or anything? Wait.
So I don't care about school. I know, right? I was actually thinking about going back to get like my master's in accounting. I don't know what I want to do. I like virtual school because there isn't people talking in class and I can be focused. That's absolutely true. This is my first time being here. Hi, Omega Space. Everybody just wave. Welcome. So normally we're already chit-chatting about random things. We're kind of waiting on Jennifer Steele to come in because she bought me a coffee for tonight, and I will usually wait for the person to come on to try the coffee. So at 15 after, I'll go ahead and just try the coffee, which I already know I don't like because I don't like chai, but it could be okay because it has espresso in it, so we'll see. But yeah, so my viewers, my fam, you guys are my fam, wanted to send me gifts and stuff, but I said, I don't really want you guys to send me gifts. I don't feel comfortable giving out my address. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable. And they're like, well, let us buy you a coffee. And I was like, I mean, what? Like, send me a gift card to my email? Like, I don't know. And then somebody said, no, there's a website, buymeacoffee.com. And they told me to sign up for it. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So I signed up. It's buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, Kristinp. And so people have been buying me coffee. And then I drink it on my live and I tell them thank you. And we just talk about whether or not I like their coffee. So it's been kind of fun for people to just have a way to connect with me outside of the typical live. So it's been fun. And the kids really like trying the coffee. Hey, why are we screaming? Booger. Little bug. Do you hear him screaming? He does this all the time. Girl forgot to spell her name. That kind of fun, crazy. Yeah. That's because my name's not really Kristin. So I forget how to spell it sometimes. Yeah. Or read. Yeah, because I did type it. But I don't see my comment. So, yeah. It's hard when your name's actually like Raphael, and then you have to spell something simple like Kristin. It's so weird. No, I forgot. So maybe tonight we'll watch it. Richard. Carlos.
Like, I think it just said
It's Marge. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what my name was. Sorry. It's Marge. I'm Marge, and that's Carlos.
What am I?
This is the thing I'm playing with that I need to have them hang up so I stop playing with it. Hey, Carlos, come say hello. Just come say hello, Carlos.
It's Ricardo.
Oh, it's Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Here, put this up on that little thing. Here comes Carlos. They said
I hate
it's
this couch.
I know you hate this couch. They want to know if my real name's even Kristin, and I said, I don't know, am I? And then he said, no, it's Marge. And I said, well, now everybody knows I'm Marge. Thanks for outing me. Actually, I was referring to me reading. It's me's comment. Oh, well, I can't read either. It's okay. It's Peanut's real name, Chico. Who's Chico? Peanut? Who's Peanut?
Peanut and
Carlos and Marge coming at you. Carlos. See, this is how it starts. They start, Rick, we love Rick, and Kristin's irrelevant.
No.
Okay, so we're going to try this latte.
no.
What do you mean we?
Yeah, that's why Carlos is here.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, Carlos.
I gotta be somewhere.
Nope. Venti chai latte with a shot of espresso from Jennifer Steele. He has fancy hair today. He always has
Spicy.
fancy hair. Hi, Sarah.
What kind of spice is in this thing? What's chai mean?
I don't even know.
I think we have some.
Do we? Oh, I have chai. Yeah, I do have chai tea. You're going to hate it. I think it has clove in it.
Yeah, there's something in there that ain't right for me. Some sort of weird spice.
I know. I hate chai. Mmm. It's not horrible.
I'm not digging the
I
spice.
can't drink it.
At first, it was kind
to
of like
the
a
end.
pumpkin spice thing, and then it was just all kinds all over the place, wrong spice.
You can make me my regular coffee if you want.
It
What?
was
I'm
like
gonna let you guys have some.
it's like worse than posh spice.
He's not funny. Don't laugh at his jokes. What about sporty spice? It's like BO in my mouth. It's a little sporty spice. Well, in fairness, I don't like chai.
Yeah, I don't like chai.
I've never
apparently.
liked-
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
It's spice.
It's a weird thing to say.
It's a bunch of spice.
I sound like an old man.
He is an old man. He
I don't
turned
know what it
40.
is, but I don't like it.
He is old. You look on the edge. Here, let's back this up a little bit so they can see my backdrop. He wants to play. Oh my gosh. Rick, run before
girl.
she makes you drink her backwater. It's me. Listen. You're not funny. You know what you could do is go to Starbucks and get me one of those dragon drinks. That I would like. I'm lupusy. Have you seen my face?
I mean, yes, but I can't tell.
I've been lupusy all day. He knows. I've been sick all day. I did get off the couch and work a little bit. There was one point where I went to the store and then I started having this weird, like, I just got really, really sick and thought I was going to vomit. And I had a mask on and it was just making me feel like I was going to vomit. And I was like, I can't do this. I need out of the store. It was horrible. Caramel crunch frappuccino. Okay, so no. But, but I would have to get it with less sweetener than normal because, or I could get it normal. I would just have to drink it really, 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 really slow. So I could never finish a frappuccino on a live. Slowly. But anyway, like I have hypoglycemia, so a lot of times I never really drink cold drinks. But, you know, I'm not opposed to trying it. I do try everything. So whenever people buy me coffee, I try whatever you put in the comments. If I tell Rick he's the boss. But you already paid for more than the first one. That hurts. That's a pride thing. Can I?
Yeah. Imagine if
Oh.
it was from the other side, constantly in an argument.
So I don't have to tell Carlos. Let me tell Rick. So Rick, if you're watching, you're the boss. See what I did there? Yeah. Carlos isn't. But Rick, wherever you are,
Next thing
You the
there's
boss.
actually a watching.
there could be a Rick on here. We'll never know. It's my favorite thing from Starbucks. See, I love caramel. I normally drink caramel macchiato hot with whipped cream. Only 2 pumps of vanilla. Because I can't do super sweet anymore. I'm an old lady now and I love me some strong coffee. Or sometimes I'll get it normal and just get a second shot, but usually I just get it normal. My daughter's down there laughing at me because she knows my Starbucks addiction. I mean, 2 can play at the game, right? It's only fair. He's always getting at me, so welcome. Yes, we are from Dr. Phil. Welcome, Nicholas. Are you new to the channel? If you are. Oh, by the way, everybody, Haley's not on right now. She's going to be mad at me because I didn't send her a message on Facebook to let her know what's going on. Maybe I should turn off my Wi-Fi. Is your Wi-Fi working?
Are you gonna
Boop,
finish your
boop.
coffee?
Boop. Stay on long. Okay, we're back.
Whoa, lots of stuff came
Lots
in.
of stuff came in, yeah. Sorry, our internet failed us, so I had to disconnect the internet. So now I'm streaming from my phone, which means I can't stay on super long because I'm going to use up all my data. And then I'm going to have to hear about it from him. Let's see what you all said, though.
I'm not the one that complains about it.
Tell your husband he is the boss if you want the drink. I mean, I don't mind buying my own drinks. That's the thing. I buy my own drinks all the
You
time.
use all the data and then get mad at me for using the data.
I don't know what he's talking about.
And then I tell you to look at the usage chart and you're like, okay, well, anyway, we're low on data.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't even know. He's lying. Totally. Hi from Italy. Hello. I want to travel to Italy. What you say is mean. It's me. Shut up. Listen, me and It's Me are family now. I can tell It's Me to shut up because It's Me would tell me to shut up. And I respect that. We're on that level. It wasn't mean. We're just playing. We're playful banter. Howdy. Plurpy.
Yes, Patrick, we have.
We did. Ever have your kids cussed in front
Ever
of us?
hear your kids cuss in front of you?
Well, the baby just called me a jackass the other day, so yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say yeah.
Wonder where you learned that?
I don't know. I'm thinking it was Carlos.
No.
Yeah, Dad. It was Dad.
No.
Yeah.
It was not this girl.
I think it was the sailor mouse sitting beside me.
Mm-mm. If you had to parent six kids, that's including him, you would probably cuss too. Carlos. Carlos does have a potty mouth. Yeah. You tell him, Patrick. Patrick will always got my back. That's because he wants to steal your wife. Why'd the baby call you a jackass?
Because she is.
He repeated it. I forget where. I don't even remember what I said or why I said the word jackass. We were watching TV. I said the word jackass about something. It could have been Biden. Who knows? Anyway, the baby repeated it. And then I was like, no, you don't say that. You say apples. So then he actually said the word jackass again. And then I was like, no, we don't say that. And he goes, apples. And I was like, yeah, apples. I felt like a real failure as a mom. So yeah, he's at that age where I can't cuss around him because he's picking it up. So I can't do it. Can't do it. And I talked about this. Not a proud mom moment. Not proud at all. And if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you go like it because Haley cares about that stuff. I don't. He don't. We don't even know what it really means if you like the video or don't like the video. And I actually never see the thumbs downs. So even if you thumbs down it, I wouldn't even know because I don't check it. So, but I'm not supposed to tell you that. Haley will get mad at me for that. I'm supposed to tell you to go like it. What did Patrick say? My sister cussed in front of my youngest nephew so much. Aw. I tried not to cuss, but it's really hard. I mean, like you stub your toe and then you scream shit, right? So like it's just natural and you don't mean to do it. It just kind of
natural.
Even you've done it.
Ouch.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
In
he
fact,
doesn't.
when I broke my toe kicking the
And-
doorway, I didn't say anything.
You're a liar.
Nuh-uh.
Y'all, have you ever heard Daddy cuss?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
but it's not a natural reaction.
Okay. Don't even get me started. Don't make me out you when you're cussing.
Right?
But the artiste one time I heard her cuss. Actually, she got mouthy one time and cussed while she was screaming at us.
Yeah.
When she was getting disciplined one time, she had the audacity to cuss. I forget what she said now.
I think she said the F word.
But she got spanked for that. That was not okay. I've never really heard the other ones cuss.
There was a funny TikTok.
I've heard the ninja cuss.
Oh, ninjas cussed. Ninjas cussed playing some video games.
It was like a regular occurrence while he was playing. Like I heard it like 30 times. I was like, is this really happening?
He was saying the F word. And I'm like, not my kid. No way.
Carlos hostess heard me because of my carpets all
You get this not funny. And whoever the other viewer is, and he calls me mean. He called me mean for telling you to shut up. Kiss
What?
my wrinkles, they'll turn to dimples.
Yeah, I seen that. What are you talking about calling people
I'm
mean?
going to show you where some dimples are to kiss.
right here.
I'm kidding. The kids even got the joke. Yes, high five. My joke landed. Oh yeah. Good for her. Joke landed. See, I'm funny. Huh? Can you roll your tongue?
Once, yeah. Some people can do it like a W.
I can
Some
do
people-
3.
You can do like the clover.
I can kind of.
He is getting better. He's been. Yeah, you can do the clover thing. That's
I can
gross.
kind of. I have to look in the mirror to do it though.
But yeah, he's actually getting ready to go to a different treatment center where I'm laughing at my kids who are now doing tongue things. It's hysterical. Anyway, but he's actually going to go to a step down center. So he'll be in like a house where he lives with other people. He's still supervised. He can't just like free roam, but he can make his own dinner. And I think he gets to order like his own groceries and stuff on like an allotted amount.
Really?
Yeah, he gets it's like a
That's
group
weird.
home basically now. So he still gets like daily group therapy and then he gets individual therapy like he is now, but it's less restrictive and less locked down. And I think he'd get to like go sit outside if he wanted to, but not leave the property. So yeah.
You are too funny.
Y'all need to go like this video so that I don't delete my one from yesterday where I was talking about how It's Me is such a nice person and I like his drink. He just wanted them to poison me.
Not let the other kids know.
Oh, with him coming home, no, it's not even an option. So being that he was charged and stuff, it's not even an option. He's not allowed to be around children, at least not as a minor, and as an adult. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to dangle steak in front of a hungry dog. Like, that's the way I feel. And I'm not calling him a hungry dog. But in the same sense, I'm saying, like, I'm not going to tempt him with something. If you take away that temptation and he's doing really well, why would you put a temptation in front of him? So he knows, we know, he should never be around children. And that's just part of moving forward and part of accepting that, things are different for him. And so he will not have a relationship with his siblings as long as they are minors. And they don't wish to have relationships with him as minors. And so we respect that. It's like watching grass grow.
We're little.
Yeah.
Grow.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so no setting him up for failure. Yeah, absolutely. I think we would be horrible parents if we decided to bring him back in the home for several reasons. But yeah,
it was a choice he made.
Yeah, he ultimately has to pay the price for his choices in life. That's no different from me and you. I mean, if we do something, we pay the price for our actions. And so he knows, he accepts it, and he's not even upset anymore about it. He's made peace with it. He understands it. And he's going to be 17 this year. I mean, it's not like he really has, he's not going to be out of treatment before he turns 18 anyway. So he's actually looking forward to the next step of his life, like getting his license. He has his driver's book. He's been reading it and studying it, so he's looking forward to that. We're more career focused and kind of thinking about like what he's going to do moving forward for a career, what that looks like. I'm going to smack him through the camera. But yeah, well, that's our dogs. We have 2 puppies. They're playing, and they sound like they're fighting. Does anybody want to check on Chubbs?
Sure.
Quit, Kai.
Somebody has him.
Ninja?
Yeah, Ninja has him.
Okay. Yeah, well, did you let your kids play any wrestling video games? They don't want to play wrestling video games. We just don't like wrestling in this house, other than Total Divas.
I'm 40.
He's old. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, he's old. But yeah, he'll be 17 this year, and it's not very far off. And realistically, like, I mean, I know some kids who moved out and had babies at 16. So he's at a point in his life where he is becoming an adult and he needs to accept accountability and responsibility. And, he needs to figure out what that looks like moving forward. And he is making healthier choices. I'm actually proud of him. He had some relationships that he reignited, that he actually, after talking to these people, was like, I don't want this. I don't want enablers in my life. I don't want toxic anymore. And he made like really good choices, and I was really proud of him for that. Moving forward, he doesn't want those relationships. So he's making better decisions to kind of let go of the past and kind of like cut ties with his past, if you will, so that he doesn't make those same bad choices. And he's kind of let go of like the imagery and things that he was exposed to by his step parent, not me, his stepdad. But I don't like to give him that title because he's no dad. But anyway, yeah, so he's worked through those pictures, and actually, so the test that he initially took that like exposed what his preferred age group was, and also what his preferred like thoughts and urges were, he's actually retaking that test. I didn't even tell you this yet.
Huh.
So
No, she's not deleting yesterday's video. I'm on it.
no,
That's what gets the most views.
I'm totally kidding with you. You're like part of the fam. You pick on me and it's funny, and I'm gonna give you stuff back. See that? I didn't cuss. But anyway, yeah, so him moving forward, he's making better choices, and he just retook that test. So I'm really, really excited and really curious to see what the results of that test are going to be. That's going to be a huge measurement for me, because he takes his test in private. He doesn't really know that they get the results or how they're even calculated. So like cheating the test isn't really an option. It's a very straightforward test, and that's how we found out. People ask like, how did he hear about S&M? He didn't. He took this test and it exposed him to different scenarios, and that fell into that category. So he had never actually been necessarily exposed to that. Now, I don't know what kind of magazines he was given, so I don't necessarily know that. But from our standpoint, we'd never seen him, although he did look up the word hardcore. So I don't know what that brings up. I've never searched it. Not going to start now. But anyway, yeah, so this test just basically says like what kind of a threat he is moving forward, like leaving where he is now. Now, if any huge red flags would come up and it would like register that he was a huge threat, obviously they wouldn't put him in the next step of the program because he wouldn't be ready. But this is kind of a big deal. So, hey, you two, how about you wrestle outside? Go outside and wrestle. They're so cute, but they're so bad.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he's very, very OCD. Astronaut in syllables. Astronaut. Why? Is that the one where he says how control he feels over the situation? No, it's the one where, okay, so it's the test where on Dr. Phil, I talked about how he was attracted to, do you guys want to go hang out with the baby for a while?
I'm doing that right now.
Thanks. Sorry, I would just feel better talking about this if they were in the room. Okay, so it's the test where I talked about he was, he favored 26 different violent scenarios. So we're going to see how many different violent scenarios he's attracted to now at this point. And what type of behaviors he's prone to, what his preferred age group is, what his preferred sex is, so whether that be male or female. It's that test where it kind of exposes, like, what is he into? What is he thinking about, you know, when he's thinking. So.
Greta says hi.
Hi, Greta. But yeah, so it's that test, and I would never say a bad word. I don't know what you're talking about. I have short-term memory loss. I've said nothing. What? But yeah, okay, so does he have to tell people about his offenses in the future since he's a minor? I could see that being tricky. So no, he doesn't necessarily have to tell people. Oh, hold on. I binge watched a lot of Robbie's story last night, and I'm glad you did. You handled it very well, the both of you. I would like to ask though, are you tried a Big Brother program? So he's in like way more treatment than a Big Brother program, so it's not even that anymore. Holy crap, there's a lot of questions I missed. Do I feel comfort in sharing my thoughts with you? I think most parents in your situation would want to stay as far away from the internet, but I find it honorable to share your experiences. It's not that I find comfort in it. I find comfort in it now because I've developed relationships with so many of you. So the people who are regularly on my channel, which is half of you at least, I absolutely love and adore you guys. And you guys have been so loving and supportive that we're not gonna shut down and be like, oh, mind your own business, you a-holes. You know, like we're great. grateful for the love and support. And
I'm not really open enough for that opportunity, so I'm cool with it.
I don't even know what that means. But anyway, like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
About being open about everything. Like, I'm not open anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I usually do most of the talking. But anyway, yeah, so now there is a certain comfort in it because I know that being open and honest, I have complete transparency. So for me, I don't hide anything unless it's to protect my family. So like the specific details about his offenses, I'm not going to disclose to you guys. I'm not going to disclose the victims' names or how old they were or anything about the victims. That's victim protection, and I'm a victim advocate first. But yeah, like, I feel like there's been so many families. So I have reached over 100 families who have gone through similar or are going through similar situations with zero resources. And I've been able to get multiple families resources where they now have been able to get their kids into treatment. So otherwise they might have not been able to do that because they felt like they hit dead ends and brick walls and they were just like stuck and they were like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what else to do. And we talk about things they haven't thought about, and we even run back over things they have thought about to make sure that they're not missing anything. So I know I've personally worked with at least 100 families, and I've also worked with at least 5 perpetrators to get them help before they offended who came to me. The same way that Robbie came to me, 5 perpetrators who were going to act on their urges, and one of them did, but I was able to get him into treatment. So I don't get to follow up with that. A lot of parents get very iffy about wanting, if their children come to you and confide in you but don't confide in them, a lot of parents get a little bit butthurt over that. Can't say that I wouldn't get a little butthurt over that. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's an offensive term, saying butthurt. I don't know. But anyway, regardless, it's like when you fall and you hit your butt and everybody cries because you hit your butt. But anyway, point being, like, yeah, we've been able to reach so many people. And so, okay, so the hundreds of families we've been able to help, that means nothing outside of like the hundreds of victims who have come forward to me, and I am the only person that's ever heard their story. I mean, let's talk about that. There's been at least like 200, 300 stories shared with me that have never been told before, that people have never felt comfortable sharing. Victims who have remained in silence, even into adulthood. I mean, there's a woman who came to me the other day, and she's like in her 50s, I think, and told me about her abuse, and she never told anybody. She never told anybody that she was locked in her bedroom all the time, 24/7, except for dinner. She was allowed to come out, eat dinner, and then she was to go back to her room, and they would lock her in. Like, crazy stories I've heard. Like, hundreds of victims have got to come forward and share their stories. And that is what my channel is really about, is building the same bond with you guys that I have with my kids. And you guys ask, why is Robbie so comfortable sharing with you? The same reason you guys are comfortable sharing with me, because I genuinely love you, first of all. And second of all, because I'm open and transparent with you guys, and I feel like I try to make this a really safe channel and a really safe place for us all to come together and just talk about it. And that was something we were talking about yesterday on my channel, was just like how freaking safe it feels and how we all just feel like this big family where everybody's welcome, everybody's included. And I don't allow any sort of bullying or any of that on my channel. I mean, that's super important. So everybody fits in, even Carlos, even Rick here. Okay, let me see. I missed a lot there because I was yipping. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, is that the one where he says, okay, he made anybody? Yes, he's made progress. Your dogs love to wrestle. They do. They're just puppies. That's what they do. Other kids' comfort is poor. Yeah, I just don't like the kids to be in the room whenever I'm talking about like in-depth things about him. They know about him. Yes, everything you saw on Dr. Phil was 100% real. That's going to be so interesting to see the difference between now and then. I know, it's going to be very scary to see the difference between the tests. I'm very anxious about it. Rick, why is Kristin so mean? I mean, that's my superpower. It's being mean. Don't you know? Ever watch the TV show America's Most Wanted? Yes, we have. And if I ever saw somebody from the show, I'd totally call it in. Not that I'm answering for you, but you're definitely educating to prevent events happening to us. I definitely, and that's like the other part of my channel. It's so important to me to speak out so that other parents can maybe not miss the red flags. Because so often as parents, we just overlook it and we're like, oh, that's just a kid thing. I mean, look at how many things you missed because you were like, I was told that's just normal kid behavior. And like you brushed it off because you did ask questions, but you were given bad advice.
Yeah.
So, hubby, why are you so shy?
I don't know. I'm not really shy. There's not much to say.
He's not shy. Shy is not it. He just doesn't, if he doesn't feel like he has something to offer, he doesn't speak.
That's very much how it is.
Very much how it is. So he's somebody who, if he speaks, it's going to be golden because he doesn't offer his voice up openly. He's more methodic and he's always listening and his wheels are spinning, but not much comes out. And that's just kind of how he is in general. But you get him around the kids, oh my gosh, he won't shut up. He's so immature and they're out there like wrestling. And then I have to tell him to quit running in the house, that we don't run in the house. Like stuff like this. Or like they'll be fighting over the swings at the park. And I'm like, Rick, get off the swing and share the swing. You know, stuff like that. But yeah, no. You hid their faces and then get in trouble with the trolls for hiding their identity. I know. That was funny. The trolls were like saying that we hid the kids' identity and took away their identities from them, and that is so cruel because it took away from them as humans. It wasn't even my idea to dress them up or put them on the live. They wanted to do it.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Love
He has to go take care of his customers. He also does personal shopping and stuff like that. Well, he does delivery. So he has clients who like order and then he goes and delivers it. He picks up stuff and then goes and delivers it. But yeah, so yeah, no, that was actually my kids' idea, is to dress up and come on here because they know they can't come on here. I'm not going to expose them at such a young age. Holy crap, there's so many. I'm back. Okay. God bless you both. Thank you, CLR Shots. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you like the video for Haley. Haley is somebody who had brain surgery. She had half of her brain removed, and she's still the most amazing, caring, cute little, petite little... She's amazing. So she's like my superhero because she had a brain surgery far worse than mine, and I admire her so much. And she's just the most caring and genuine person. And I met her on my channel, and so she really cares if you guys like my video or not. So if you get a second, go up and like the video or down. I don't know how it all works. Just like the video. Thank you for being so brave about this. As a victim of sexual assault from a family member, watching your story makes me feel safe. I'm glad, Bad Dumplings, that it makes you feel safe. Everybody should feel safe to be able to be them. Like, that's so important. It's something I teach my kids. We talked about this yesterday too. But being authentically yourself and just being comfortable being yourself, that's so important. And just because you were a victim and just because you went through something, it doesn't make you damaged. It doesn't make you broken. It doesn't make you gross. It doesn't make you any of those things. Hey, Bear, I can't give you this until you make me a different coffee.
Well, I don't want to because you were doing a live.
Oh, okay. But if you want this, I'll trade you.
Sure.
Deal. Unless you don't want to make it, and I'll make my own.
No, I can make it. I decided to change my pants into my new pants.
I like those pants. We just went to the thrift store today and got Bear some new pants, and she's trying them out. They're like fuzzy, comfy, sweats. Oh, okay. Rick is not Andy Kaufman. I have a question. How did you recognize the difference between normal boyhood curiosities about sex and knowing that something was wrong? I know that Robbie's actions were abnormal, but was. You go, girl. I'm proud of you. I admire you. There a point that you thought it was normal curiosity? I don't know. Some people, we just have nice air around them and it flows. So I'm very spiritual, Janae, and I definitely have a good aura. I'm told that I have white light all around me. You guys don't know this, but I don't know if I want to tell you, but I'm very, very spiritual and can connect with the spirit world. I'll say it that way. So don't judge me, but yes, I'm very, very, very spiritual, and all things about me are of God, and that's really important. Okay, so you want to know the difference between like normal curiosity and what I saw with Robbie. Would you have done anything and let him continue to live with you if Robbie had the thoughts but didn't want to act on them? Okay, so Robbie was not removed from the home until after he said that he was going to rape his siblings. And so that's when he was actually removed from the home. Up until him being a threat, having the thoughts and actions, we were going to remove him from the home. But with my husband, they were going to move out together and have a separate living space to keep everybody safe and to keep those urges just urges. Because you don't want to wait until you find out that the urges became acted on to act. So you have to be preventative when it comes to stuff like that. Just like vaccinations, things like that. Preventative care is very, very important. So no, he would not have been in the home as long as he was having thoughts and urges. If he grew out of them, maybe, but he would have had to still been supervised 24/7. And what things did I see that were different from normal boy stuff. Well, when I first met Robbie, he was lying and stealing a lot. And if you told him the word no, he couldn't handle it, to the point that he would intentionally go behind your back and do exactly what you told him not to do. So he was like stealing my cell phones and taking them to school. He would go to school and steal people's stuff because he said he deserved it more and their family had money and could replace it. He was acting out in a way that was just very, very entitled, very over the top dramatic all the time. So like, he also always felt the need to control their people. So say the girls were being too loud, he'd be like, girls, I told you, you're being too loud. Both of you stop it right now or you will be getting in trouble and you won't be allowed to talk. Like, he was always controlling people. He was always just over the top. I mean, these were very, very bizarre, strange behaviors. Of course I know you. You're on my channel all the time. But anyway, yeah, so like he was very just dramatic and very over the top. I can't tell you about my tattoos because that's a violation of privacy. But anyway, I can tell you about the ones on my feet, but not on my hands. But anyway, I'm removing the ones on my hands. Anyway. Okay, so Robbie was just very, very over the top, very dramatic. That's my coffee machine. It's frothing milk right now, so I'm sorry for the loudness. Just bear with me. It'll only be like a minute. But anyway, so yeah, he was very, very dramatic, very over the top. And then he just, all the time, it was like, this is his world, we're living in it. And if he wants something, he's going to take it or do it anyway. He didn't respect the word no. He was kind of raised that way, and it was very alarming. And then I started seeing really bizarre behaviors where he was like overly wanting affection. So not like just your normal like, oh, I'm sad, my sisters didn't give me a hug before bed. But this was like he would cry and throw a fit if his sisters went to bed and didn't give him a hug. And like, he was too old to be acting that way, first of all. And he would get really like bizarre by needing to like touch them. And then he would try like, he at one point was like trying different things that were like overly affectionate where I wasn't comfortable. And then when it came to the family pet, he was very over the top affectionate. And when I say like, he like kissed and hugged the dog, and he would just say I love you for like minutes on end, just like creepy, like kissing, like I love you so much, like, oh, I love you, like over the top. Like when I say over the top, it made everyone around him feel uncomfortable. Like that's how much over the top it was. It wasn't just me that felt uncomfortable. It was literally everybody in the house. Come to find out, there was a reason I felt that way, and everybody felt that way, and I kind of missed some of the red flags on that and didn't do everything I could have done to protect the pet. But I tried to. He wasn't allowed to touch him or hold him, and he wasn't allowed to kiss him anymore. But when nobody was around, I mean, it was hard to like keep that in check. And then some of the things he did, they were just very bizarre, very over the top. Yeah. Okay, let me go back. There's a lot here. He saves his words. Can we have a bad dad joke, Rick? If he comes back, he'll give you lots of bad dad jokes. Kristin just grew dimples. Hey, shut up. Jesus, half of her brain was removed. Yes, Patrick, half of her brain was removed. And that's important to Haley. You have to like the video because she's my superhero. Oh, Haley, you're on. And she says, I'm her hero. Is the drink better than coffee? The drink's way better than this chai coffee. But I'm appreciative of the coffee, and it's not going to waste. My children are going to drink it. There, I drank half. That was rough. I got the whipped cream on my lip. Thanks, Bear. That's rough. I just don't like pumpkin spice, but I do like pumpkin. I don't like spice. So chai is very spicy. Aaron, did you have half of your brain removed too? No way. If you did, you're my other superhero. How are you and your husband doing? Is your husband more involved in helping now? Nora, so me and my husband are good. It was a rough 2 years, and I still have to be on him. I'll be brutally honest, and he knows the truth. And hold on, that's the toddler. What do you want, Bug? Do you want a hug? He only wants me because he knows I'm in here, and he likes the light. He comes in here and he'll turn on my light and try to play with it. So sometimes he comes in here and wants mommy. He's fine. He's already calmed down and redirected. But if he gets really needy and starts to really want me, then I'm gonna jump off here because he's with his siblings right now, and I don't want to ignore him. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, my husband. Okay, so since the day that Robbie came home and basically said, like, I'm gonna hurt my siblings if you don't get me help today, Rick went into a severe depression. Prior to that, like, with all the signs and stuff, he ended up shutting down his business. He basically crawled up in a ball and gave up. Like, he laid in bed and just, he didn't know how to deal with it. So, you know, at first it was fine because it was like, okay, he's depressed, like, this is fine. I'll just step up and do what I need to do. I was working like 70 hours a week, taking care of all the kids. I was still doing all doctor's appointments, all of Robbie's therapy, everything, dealing with everything, getting him into treatment. It was a lot. It was a lot. And then there came a point where it became his normal. And at that point, that was really difficult because you can't just give up and lay in bed. I mean, at some point you got to get up and try, you know? And finding the balance of encouraging him to get up and try versus being like, okay, dude, get out of bed. You got to try today. Like, it was hard. It was hard because I wanted to be a loving and supportive wife, and I wanted to be encouraging, and I wanted to be considerate of what he was going through. I mean, Robbie was his only son. He was his namesake, and like that was his little boy, and they shared so much, you know, like that he would carry on his last name, like that was his son. That was like the child that would carry on the family last name. And like, that's hard. Like, that's hard because you know, he came to like a realization where like this wasn't happening. Now, ironically, I got pregnant with the baby, and I gave birth to our son. So we share a son together, and I gave birth to the baby a few months before Robbie was removed from the home. So God knew what he was doing, but it was just so strange how it all happened. And the baby now has been probably the biggest thing that got him out of bed. The baby has been his saving grace. He gets to wrestle with the baby. He gets to roughhouse the baby. He gets to treat the baby like a boy. He gets to see his son be a son, and he gets to be part of that. With Robbie, he wasn't allowed to parent. He wasn't allowed to roughhouse. Robbie didn't like roughhousing, and as a baby and toddler, bio mom didn't allow my husband to be an active parent. She was always in control, always parenting. He wasn't really allowed to discipline the kids unless she told him to, and then he was mandated basically by her to discipline the kids. And so he actually hates discipline because he felt like he would come home from work and she'd be like, you need to paddle the kids. And it was just like, here, love your kids. Just kidding. Hit them. Like, it felt wrong. But he just like was trying to be a good husband. And he knew that dads were supposed to be like, you know, the disciplinarians. And he was trying to like fulfill his role. And then when he would come home from work and stuff, like, it was really hard. And he would come home after dinner, like stuff like that. But yeah, the whole thing was really hard on him. And it took, I mean, after the episode aired, he was still in bed. And at that point, Robbie had been in treatment for 15 months. So it was like 15 months straight that he was still in bed. And Dr. Phil called him out and was like, you need to get out of bed. You need to be more active. I mean, you guys saw it on the episode. And I can't say he's really come full circle, but he's out of bed. And he's at least helping more with the kids. He's still not really working to the capacity that I would like to see him working. At this point, I'm still carrying financially our family. And it's been a lot for me, I'll be honest, which is why sometimes I don't make it on to doing the lives because I'm just exhausted. Like, I work today. I've worked the last 8 days straight doing personal services for people. I do personal grocery delivery and stuff. I have my own little thing going. And it's hard because I feel like I have to work all day, every day. And it's been like that for a really long time. And he's going to school right now for truck driving. And I'm not really sure that that's the answer either, but I support him in his decision, in his dream to do that. And I feel like it's just, I've accepted a lot of the responsibility because he hasn't been able to accept a lot of actual responsibility. So now the dogs are outside, but they're outside this window right here. And they're still wrestling, so I'm sorry if they're annoying. And yeah, Nora, truck driving does make really good money, but he could be out on the road for like 13 days, home for 3 days, back out for 13 days, home for 3 days. That's the one company that would accept him right now. And then there's another company where you're gone for 5 days and you're home for Saturday, Sunday. And then you're back out on the road Monday through Friday, you're home Saturday, Sunday. I mean, it's just like, okay, so basically I just need to accept that I'm going to always be the one carrying the actual household and everything inside of it. The dinner, the doctor's appointments, the kids' therapy, all these things. Like sometimes I'm just exhausted because what you guys don't know is that Rick's daughter, which is my oldest daughter. So Rick's oldest daughter, who's not mine, but she is mine, which you all know, she really struggles with her mental health and she has borderline personality. And she struggles with her mental health from the things that she was exposed to and traumatized as a kid. And so 2 out of 3 of his kids really struggle with mental health. And that for him was really, really hard. So he shut down. I understand like the why. And they're both very, I also have borderline, but mine is so under control. You would never know I had it. I really have overcame most everything. Mine was developed from all my childhood trauma and abuse. And that's the same thing with his daughter. And so both Robbie and Artiste have personality disorders and things about them that are really hard to navigate. And so every single week, both of them require family therapy sessions, which are an hour long via Zoom or whatever. And then on top of it, they have individual therapy. And somebody has to be there for the family therapy sessions as well as scheduling them and doing all of these things. And so it's extremely tiring. And so finding the time to do everything has been a challenge, but I somehow managed to get it all done. So that's good. But I'm tired sometimes. Yeah. And you know, it doesn't help whenever people on social media tell me I look tired and I'm like, I'm actually not that tired today, and you just told me I look like shit. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I appreciate it. Like today, I have a ponytail in, and I just don't care. I don't care. Hi, Christine. We're talking about Rick getting out of bed and starting to be part of the family and help and things like that. I'm going to back up on these comments real quick to kind of skim through them. No, Robbie didn't watch anime or any of that stuff. So no, the dogs are now at my front door. I'm getting notifications on my Ring doorbell. It's funny. Holy crap, Aaron. That's crazy. I had a pseudotumor, which is a fake tumor. Yes, all of the kids are aware of Robbie's issues and they've made a decision not to be in his life, and that's fine. Do I know where his issues stem from? His stepdad provided him with pornographic materials at age 9. He later took those pornographic materials, and that is what he used to violate his victims with. And the bio mom, before she died, encouraged him to go ahead and look at porn on her cell phone, as well as the stepdad, because Robbie had come out to me that he thought he was gay. And I made them aware of it. He said I could share it with them, but he didn't want to have the conversation with them. So I did let them know. So after he said that he thought he was gay, all of a sudden the stepdad started buying these magazines and thought he was going to like make him straight by showing him all this porn and all this stuff. It was super inappropriate, and he's not the dad, so he had no right or business doing that whatsoever. It was completely inappropriate. And honestly, like, oh, it makes us so angry because this is where this all started. So when he would go over to Bio Mom's house, I mean, first of all, she was drugging them so she could get high. And second of all, she was just giving them access to her cell phone to be like, yeah, whatever, you can look up whatever you want and go do whatever you want with it. Like, it was ridiculous. And then eventually she lost custody because she's a psychopath and tried to murder her husband, not mine, but her current one, before she passed away. And just the whole situation, I mean, it just became really toxic, really bad. And yeah, the stepdad actually is in jail, not for that. He was founded, so it is on his record that he provided pornographic materials to a minor. He is founded for it, but he's actually in jail for drug charges, and I won't go into what he did, but he's in there for 20 plus years, and she's dead. So, I mean, they both got God answered, you know, and did what he felt was best, and ultimately, you know, they are where they are. And none of the kids were sad whenever she passed away. Honestly, they all felt relieved, which is really sad. That's hard for me. I don't know. For me, it hurts because I always just wanted her to, like, do better, you know? I always wanted her to, like, make better decisions, that maybe one day she would be motivated enough just by their life to, like, be a better person, you know? And I can't imagine, like, it hurts me as a mom. Like, I can't imagine not picking my kids first every single day. Like, I wake up and the first thing I think about are my kids, and the last thing I think about before bed is, like, my kids and the joy they bring me. And I can't imagine as a mom not picking my kids first every day. And it hurts. Like, that hurts me. So her gone, it actually affected me a lot worse than it affected them, but I just have a lot of anger towards her. Like I would never say this to them, and they can't hear me right now, but, like, I feel like she threw them away. Like, I feel like she threw them away like they didn't matter and they were nothing. She didn't try to contact them. After the PFA was lifted, 3 years after the incident, the PFA expired, she could have tried contacting them. We never switched our phone numbers. She didn't even try contacting them. Like, she just threw them away like they were nothing. And, like, I don't get it. Like, I have 6 amazing kids, and I know Robbie has his issues, but they're amazing kids. And, like, her 3 children, she just threw them away like they were nothing. That hurts me every day. But they don't even care. They're like, they think that they won the lottery, and they tell me all the time, like, we don't miss her because we have you, and you're amazing. And their therapist says it's, like, totally normal, that they don't really actually have trauma from her when it comes to, like, losing her. But for me, it's like, I don't know. I'm hurting. They're not hurting. I'm hurting because I'm just like, now she'll never have the chance to do the right thing. I always just wanted her to be better. I wanted her to do better. I wanted her to fight for her kids. I wanted them to be enough to be the reason she got better, you know? Like, I don't know. I could never do the things she did. Like, I could never. I don't know. Yeah. The whole thing is sad. It's okay. I cry sometimes, and I didn't even do my eye makeup, so it's gonna go everywhere. But yeah, kids, no matter their issues, are blessings. They are. They're so amazing. They're all so amazing. I mean, you've seen the artist's art? Like, it's crazy. Is this about Robbie's biomom? Yeah, I was talking about biomom. Crying can be helpful to the person with strong emotions. Hugs. Thanks, guys. The whole reason I'm new in New England is literally because my mom chose drugs over me. So, Kirsten, you definitely understand, like, that pain that I'm feeling. Like, yeah. It's just sad. And, like, it's weird because, like, my life personally, I went through trauma after trauma. I was almost kidnapped, thrown in a ditch. I was molested for years. I ended up getting raped from a boyfriend later in life. And I was physically abused by my ex, multiple exes, actually. Yeah. And, you know, every time I went through something, I would be so mad at God. I didn't understand why. Like, why the F do I need to go through one more thing, right? Like, I've already done I've already shown my strength. Like I got angry my whole life when I would go through the next thing. I mean, there was a point where I became homeless. My parents basically threw me away, and I lived with people from my church. And like every time I went through something, I was just like, God, why? And I realize now everything I went through is to help me to be where I am now. I don't think I would have had the strength to be the mother I need to be for Robbie and my other kids had I not had a really, really traumatic life that I fought every day to overcome. So, like, I'm grateful, but I'm also, sometimes I just wish I could wake up and be like, let's have a super easy day today. This could be fun. But yeah, that's kind of why I like this whole coffee thing we're doing, because it's like refreshing and fun. I don't like that she would ever be able to do what you do. My mom did the same, Kristin. She chose to. I'm sorry, Haley. Your mom sucks. I shouldn't say that, but she sounds like she sucks. Aw, Janae, that's awesome. Banana and Artiste, they're like my buddies. People think Artiste is mine biologically. She looks like me. She acts like me. Sometimes that's not a good thing. But I freaking love those girls. They are mine. I don't care. Like, literally, like, and it's crazy because, like, if she had showed up, like, there was a time where she, like, showed up to the dentist and made this big scene over her kids, and she wanted me removed from the room. I brought them to the appointment, right? So this was years and years ago, and she was just having a moment where she's like, these are my girls, and I don't think you need to be in here. And I'm like, well, first of all, I raised them. Second of all, I brought them to the appointment. And third of all, you're not paying for any of this, so shut your mouth. Like, no. And I don't care if she birthed them. I knew they were my girls very early on when I saw the behaviors. Like, I clung to those girls just as much as they clung to me, because the person that I am, like, when I see a hurting heart or like a need, I'm that kind of person that's like, nobody should have to feel pain or like the things they were going through, like, they didn't deserve. And I saw like parts of my past. So like if my parents weren't super negligent and abusive towards me, I don't think I would have been able to love them the way that they needed loved. But basically I saw what I went through, and I was like, not going to let that happen. So I was like, these are my children. I don't care. Like, she had her chance all the way up until now, and she did things they were so inappropriate, like drugging them and beating them excessively, shaking them as babies, like different things like that. Like, you had a chance to be their mom and you failed. So now let somebody else take over. Like, no, like, it made me so mad. There were certain things where I was like, stop. She wouldn't come to like their school events unless I was going, just to try and hurt me. Like, it was so weird. And then like there was this is hysterical. This is a funny story. But there was this one thing where they were giving away plants to like the moms who came. And I was given a plant, and she was not given a plant by the school. And I remember, like, I was like, well, if the shoe fits, because she was only taking them maybe like once every 2 months. And then like for their birthdays, she would say she got them gifts, but they were locked up in storage. She couldn't get to them. Or like Christmas, she would give them money, and then before they even left from like visiting, she would take their money and go buy drugs with it and tell them she'll pay them back. Like, it was just sad. It was just sad. It was always something. And like, I saw all of that very early on, and I was like, you guys deserve better than that. So I opened them bank accounts, and I put money in all the time. And I'm like, I'm not going to take your money. I'm never going to borrow your money, and I'm not going to take your money. You have these accounts, and every month you get a little thing in the mail that tells you how much money you have in each account. And you guys can count on that money being there. And so they had little bank accounts. And it also started because the great grandmother, who her boyfriend was very inappropriate towards Robbie, he opened a bank account just for Robbie and not the girls. And he only ever wanted Robbie to come over there and not the girls. And so I was like, I'm going to open you all bank accounts, and he can take his bank account and shove it. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, the whole thing is just sad. Yeah, she did birth them for me because I can't have 6 C-sections. So she had a few for me. I never watched Mario Brothers movie. It is her loss. They're my babies. I don't know exactly what kind of drugs she was on, but I know she did cocaine, heroin. I don't know. I know it was bad. I don't really know, and I don't know a lot about drugs. I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to it, but that's how she died also, was an overdose. And ironically, that day, she wrote a letter to Robbie and talked about how she was clean now and she was making better choices and she was in a much better mind space and she was getting healthy, and that the great grandmother's boyfriend made bio mom write him a letter, and then everything in the letter was a fucking lie. Like, it just pisses me off. Even in her dying day, she was nothing but a liar, and that for me just like pisses me off. Like, I just wanted her to be like honest. Like, even if you're not able to like be the mom you need to be or like provide the way you need to provide, we never even took her for child support. She never paid a dime. And the only gifts she ever got for her kids, she went and got illegally from Toys for Tots, and she would say she had custody of them. And because we didn't get like food stamps and stuff, she would get medical cards every year in their name and then go get toys for them for free. That was the only gift she ever gave them. She didn't even buy them anything, ever. She's never bought them anything. Like, it just pisses me off. The whole thing just pisses me off. And I don't like venting about her, but she just, the whole thing pisses me off. It does. Yes, she died of a drug overdose. After overdosing like 10 times, multiple times, she was brought back to life, and eventually she was put in jail because they had brought her back on Narcan so many times. And then the last time, nobody found her before she died, and she died. So, and that also pisses me off, because why? So getting high is worth more than like being the mom you should be. Like, I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing just. If you're just tuning in, go like the video for Haley. Haley is my superhero. She had half of her brain removed, and Aaron had brain surgery too, and I had brain surgery. So go like the video. It's important to Haley. It's not really important to me, but it is. And my mug seems super appropriate. Not today, Satan. Hi, Karen. You're a new commenter. Thank you for your comments. Feel free to always chime in. This is a very safe channel where everybody's included. Nothing anybody can say is silly or goofy or dumb. You'll never be belittled or made to feel small for your comments. I legit love all of you so much. This is a caramel macchiato. I'm back to my normal coffee because I could not do the chai latte, but I really did try. Kirsten, that's horrible. Horrible. Your mom sucked too. My mom sucked. Your mom sucked. We all had some sucky moms. My hair is a hot mess. Is it better if I put it in the bun thing I normally do? I could bun it. But yeah. Is what really appropriate. Thanks, Christine. I legit do adore you all so much. You know, like, we've become this weird, dysfunctional, loving family. And in all of this dysfunction of my channel family, we are the most functional. Does that make sense? Like, because we've all seen so much hurt, we all openly love and accept each other for like the hot messes that we all are. Yes, my mug is so appropriate. Not today, Satan. Meaning, I'm not gonna be a bad person and badmouth people. I'm not gonna let myself get frustrated and annoyed and then vent. So yes, my mug is 100% appropriate. It's saying, not today, Satan. You're not gonna make me snap today. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm gonna be grateful for my life and all of the things in it. I'm extremely grateful. No, I don't speak to my biological mom. I have one of those like bun things that you can do where like you stick the hair in and then you do the bun thingy. Like it's kind of like this. I never use it though, but Bear does. She likes it a lot. That's awesome. I had a very traumatic childhood, but I would like to think that I'm a pretty solid mom. So, you know, you have choices in life. You can either become the trauma or you can overcome the trauma. And me personally, I have fought my whole life to overcome it. And it was a lot of work, but I always kept fighting. Oh, Karen, you're so sweet. you should have done the buy me a coffee thing. You could pick my coffee for tomorrow. You could still pick it if you tell me in a comment. But yeah, so all my YouTube fam, they started this website where it's called buymeacoffee.com. And my website is buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, Kristin, and then a P. It's also in the description. But anyway, they all wanted to connect with me and like send me a small gift of some sort. And I didn't feel comfortable having a P.O. box or giving out my address. So we started this website and they've been buying me coffee every day. And while we do these lives, I talk about who bought my coffee today. And then we talk about it and if I like it or don't like it. And it's just kind of fun. So if you want to, you can pick my tomorrow coffee. But yeah. And Patrick, I just don't think you understood my mug and how awesome it is. I made this mug actually, Patrick. Like a donut with your hair. Yeah, that's what Bear does. Wait, what did I miss? You're the mom I want. Aw. I'm not a dream mom. I'm just a mom who loves my kids. The wicked, awesome stepmom of the YouTube family. I'm the perfectly imperfect me. That's all I am. But yeah. So this live went a little different than I had planned. But that's okay. That's okay. I have so much respect for you. My mother chose drugs over me and my brothers, and my stepmother was abusive. You know how much a supportive mother like you would help. You're fantastic. Aw, thank you. Is it Kai? I appreciate that, Kai. I think that is a very thoughtful and loving comment, and I appreciate you. And welcome to the family, because don't be shy. Everybody's welcome here, and we all just chit chat, and we all thank you. We all just talk about whatever. You never know. I mean, today was really like hi Delaney, welcome. Make sure you guys sub to my channel and then you'll get notified whenever I'm on my lives. But we just talk about whatever. So today was like real heavy, okay? Now, normally you have some heavy ones, but we also have really lighthearted ones where like my son, Ninja is what we call him, smashed an egg on his own head after his sister smashed an egg on his head. He was trying to get people to pay money, and he said if he could get $50 on my live, and see, kids are motivated by money. I'm not. So I was like, oh yeah, sure, if you guys spend $50, he can put one on my head. But you know, if I only get $5, his sister can smash one on his. And so then they sent $5 right away. And I was like, yes. And so I won. Ultimately, I didn't end up with an egg on my head, but he did. He ended up with 2, because then somebody sent another $5. So he ended up smashing the second one on his own head. He's like, I'll just smash it on my own head. So he ended up with eggs on his head. But me, I outplayed him. My youngest nephew called his oldest brother a butthead. That's funny. What an entrepreneur. He is. That kid is out to make $1. He wants to be a businessman. He has dreams of going to business. Now, he's already accepted on a national karate team where that's going to be his career. And he wants to open like a big dojo, and like he wants to go really, really far. Yes, Delaney, I was on Dr. Phil, and I have a second episode coming out soon. I don't know when. It could be months. I don't know. I actually haven't even asked them. Was that you? So you were trouble from the start. It's me. Oh my gosh. I should have known. I should have known you were trouble. That's hysterical. Yeah, I know. No, I don't want egg on my head. No way. Of course, if it's going to be me getting the egg, I'm going to up that ante. It's going to be $1,000 now before I ever get an egg on my head. No more eggs. I told my kids, no more eggs. No, I ain't getting no egg on my head. Ain't happening. I don't like egg on my... I don't even like... Ugh. Don't get me started. It's liquid chicken, okay? It's dead little baby chicken in there. It makes me sad and grossed out. Ninja is a bomb. We gotta get Easter eggs for him to smash. We should dye Easter eggs together. That could be fun on my live. You did start it. You're horrible. I forgot, but now you mention it, I totally do remember you starting it. I love having egg wars. Yes, it was me. Gross. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. I have a hard time eating meat and eggs because of that. I think about what I'm eating and I need to stop. My Dr. Phil story was not staged. However, I will say the one thing about Dr. Phil that was a little bit frustrating is that they talk to you on the phone and they talk to you like how I'm talking to you guys now. And everything and anything you say is recorded and written down. So whoever is doing like this, like just open communicative conversation is literally recording and writing everything you're saying down. So when you see me on the B reel and I was like talking and then sometimes it seemed sincere and sometimes it didn't, it's because they would be like, okay, so this is what you said. Can you repeat that back for the camera? And then I was like, there was actually some things that I said, no, that's not what I said. You got that twisted and I'm not comfortable saying that. So no, you can't record me saying it. Sorry, no, not doing it. But other people might be willing to do whatever. I, on the other hand, I have limitations. And they wanted me to say, I forget what they wanted me to say or how they wanted me to say it. Basically, they wanted me to throw Rick under the bus and be like, he does nothing. All he does is lay in bed and he's it's horrible. I do everything. Like, they wanted me to, like, dramatize that, you know? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna throw him under a bus. I'm not gonna say something that might hurt my husband when he's already in a negative place. Like, not happening. And I don't know if that was their intention, but for me personally, I felt very protective of my husband. And I was like, no, move on. Bye. Like, not doing it. But yeah, so for me, my interview, the reason, like, some of it was like there was a point where somebody's like, there's not even any tears there. Well, duh, because they cut it and edited it into the next clip before you ever got to the tears. But let me tell you about me and my B-reel and my recording that day. It was horrible. So they rented this house, flew us out to LA instead of doing it at our house. I wish they would have just done it at our house, but they didn't want to draw attention with the cameras and stuff. This is what they claim. Whatever. So, who's over there? I heard a child. I don't know who. Somebody opened the door. Anyway, so when I was there, the house they rented, they didn't pay attention. And the next door neighbor was actually doing a whole renovation on the house. So they had rented a house, but the next door neighbor was renovating. So while I'm doing my B-reel the entire time, I mean, it was literally over 8 hours of this, there was a jackhammer. So I would say something that they would just like ask me a question and I would like respond, and you would get like a really heartfelt response, and I would be like very emotional, like actually telling my feelings and feeling them. And then as I'm talking, there's a jackhammer. So then the guy who has on the headphones, he's like, I'm sorry, the jackhammer really took over that. Could you repeat that? So there was times where I would start repeating it, right? And then they're like, I'm sorry, the jackhammer's going again. We're going to have to wait. Can you just pause? And I would have to sit there for like 15, 20 seconds, wait for the jackhammer to stop. And then as soon as it would stop, I was supposed to start talking. I can't tell you how many times I had to repeat things that I already said. Like, it gets to a point where you're like, there's no emotion left. Like, you have nothing left in there. Like, you've literally repeated yourself so many times. Bye, Patrick. Oh, wait, or are you saying bye to Christine, not me? Oh, bye, Christine. Yeah, so what did you say? Your trouble. But yeah, so, Patrick isn't leaving. Christine is leaving. Christine, have a lovely evening. Definitely study. It's way more important than me. But yeah, so I actually was filming, so that little bit of B-reel, me sitting outside in the front yard. Okay, how about that too? That was creepy AF, right? So I'm sitting there in the front yard and I'm just like, I'm taking a minute. Like, they're supposed to be inside still eating lunch. I kind of picked up my lunch, but it was like, whatever. So I went outside and I was sitting and I was playing with like this rock that was underneath of a tree, and I was sitting there and it was me in my gray sweater, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's a camera coming around and they're filming me as I'm just sitting there like reflecting, having a moment, right? And I was like, oh, here we go again. Like, I felt like that entire day. So I'm somebody who likes to, like, I call it my safe place, but I like to like go to a safe place and then reset, regroup, and then go back at something. So sometimes if I'm out grocery shopping all day, I'll come home and I call it like coming home, resetting in my safe place, and then I'll go back out and continue running errands if I need to. Well, anyway, I could not get away from them that day. Everything I did, I was on the phone. So you saw me on the phone on the on the Be Real, and they're filming me on the phone, and it was just kind of like, I just need a minute. I felt like I just needed to, like, I barely had time to go pee. Like, it was just in your face, and it was really overwhelming. And like, it was hard because like I was the one dealing with the stress of everything, and I was the main person being like filmed. I don't know why, because, well, I do know why, because Rick doesn't really talk a lot. And that actually, a lot of people brought up, like, why isn't the dad speaking? Well, now that you all know Rick, he doesn't really do that. It's not really his thing. So that was hard. And I never wanted to film a TV show. I am a person who I'm like, leave me alone. I like to just sit here, however I am, be the hot mess that I am, and just be left alone. Like, I'm not somebody who... Hold on, they made their brother mad. I just want to make sure he's okay. But yeah, like, I'm not somebody, I can't answer if it was worth it or not, because I guess yes. I mean, in the big scheme of things, it's much greater than our family. Was it worth it to get help for Robbie? No. Would I have done it over with the same outcome? Probably not. Sorry. Do I feel like it helped my son in that way? I think they meant to. I don't blame Dr. Phil. The program, they were great at first, and then when they hadn't had their show aired, they became very very business instead of caring. So that was hard. But knowing how many people we've helped, how many families we've been able to get resources for, how many victims we've been able to hear their story that's never been heard before, hundreds of victims. Knowing everything I know now and the triple effect of what us going on did, if I could help, hold on, I just want to make sure he's okay. He's laughing and screaming at the same time. I don't know what he's doing. He's playing one of his siblings. He's smart. So he will throw a temper tantrum. That 2-year-old, I've never seen such a temper tantrum. And I don't know if it's because he's the only baby and everybody else just gives him everything he wants all the time, or like what it is. But that kid can throw a mean temper tantrum. It's actually quite impressive. And I respect his commitment to it. But anyway, so like knowing that the show has helped so many people be able to break their silence, and it's also helped so many people to be able to get help, and it's helped so many families be able to get help. If I knew that that was the purpose of me going on the show and that that's what would be happening, I would go on a million times over. We didn't get paid for the show. People think that you get paid to go on Dr. Phil. Like, you don't get paid for that. I didn't get paid to go on the second time, and actually it cost me money to go on the second time. I'm a little bit more annoyed the second time than the first time. They had me go out and get all these props for in the background at my hotel, and then they're like, you need to put them all in a box, mail them back to us, and then we'll reimburse you with the receipts. Also send the receipts. And I was like, listen, if I have to like go box all these plants up that are gonna die on their way to like California, like just don't, like, don't pay me back. It's fine. I'll eat the $100 and some in props. It's fine. I ain't doing it. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, it was so frustrating the second time. But I'm not mad, and I understand like the business standpoint of that, but what I was more annoyed with after the second one was that like they called me to tell me to box up the plants and stuff within like 5 minutes of me having finished airing or recording or whatever. And so that was like kind of like, can you give me a minute to digest before you like call me and like start talking business? Like, good Lord, I can't do this right now. Like, I was really like stressed out. But and it was a little bit different too because yeah, so my children are actually homeschooled, and it's still early. It's not their bedtime yet, but they can go on at any point. They're remote, so their classes this week are recorded, and most of the time are recorded. They don't have to actually go to like a live class. They get to go log on, and then they do their classes for the day, and then they log off. So it's actually kind of nice whenever they wait a little bit and I can be awake So I like to go to bed really late, and then I wake up a little bit later than some people. So it's nice because we can do schoolwork at any time, and I can be there with them doing it. So we do schoolwork generally from like 9:30 or 10 a.m. till maybe like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, yeah, so filming the show was definitely really, really overwhelming. But I have also told them if I ever can be helpful or serve a purpose to help somebody, not even being on the show, just on the side, like if I could be helpful to somebody. So West Coast time is actually only 6:30. East Coast time is 9:30. But anyway, if I can be of help to anybody, it doesn't have to be like me on the show helping them. Just in the background, if they come across anybody who needs anything at all and they think that I can be helpful, I've offered to do that to them because I am grateful that the show has been able to help so many people. And also knowing, like, I get hundreds of emails, but the show gets thousands of emails since our episode, just talking about like how much they like want to reach out to me and support me and all those things. So I mean, that's really reassuring. And yeah, so like those things are all good things. And so knowing that we've been able to help hundreds and thousands of people, that's really, really important to me. Really important. So I would definitely do it over if I had to. Definitely go eat, Birdie. Enjoy. Have you ever gotten destructive when you finally flipped out? I don't really flip out. So the call with Robbie, okay, so they wanted me to do, so yeah, so, sorry, my fingers are sticky from the caramel. The call that I made with Robbie was me doing a call for Robbie, doing a check-in, and they wanted me to be able to do a check-in and record it for the show. So I did like my normal check-in, and the show wanted to understand his thoughts and urges and like how he felt. So I just made sure that I was very thorough in the questions I asked. They didn't give me a list of questions. I just checked in with him with typical questions, but then when he would answer a question, it kind of triggered me to like want clarity and ask an additional question. So that was not scripted at all. That was actually a phone call between me and my son, and it was definitely hard to watch on the show. I didn't quite know they were going to play so much of it. And I also didn't quite know that that conversation was going to be so difficult and painful, and especially hearing it back. That was hard. That was really hard. Thanks. It means that you've had enough. What happened to Robbie? Is he okay? Yeah, so he's actually in treatment now. So the show treatment basically kicked him out, like the first treatment, because they weren't being aired. So from a business perspective, I really am okay. I really, really am. But anyway, so he ended up going into a state mandated treatment because we found out when he was in the first treatment center that he had already had 2 victims at his biological mom's house. He had 2 victims over there. And so because of that, it didn't matter what we wanted to do. The state decided to press charges against him for his victims. And so he faced charges and he pled guilty so that he could go to treatment instead of juvie. So he went into a high lockdown treatment facility where it's not really like juvie. It's a big treatment center, and it's very, very large, and he's getting treatment. And then from there, he actually in the next couple of months will be getting out of there and going to like a second treatment center that is less it's less like commercial, and like he doesn't have to go to a cafeteria anymore. He'll be able to cook his own food, so he'll be learning like home skills and how to live independently. So as he becomes an adult, he'll be able to live independently and take care of himself. So that will be really good for him. And then hold on, why is he screaming?
Because he keeps saying your name, but you're...
Okay, why don't you guys bring him in here so I can see him? You're making me, I don't like that he's screaming. Sorry. I want to make sure the baby's doing okay. But yes, I really am okay. I'm really doing okay. And by the way, Rick's home again. So Rick's in there too with the kids. So I don't know. Sometimes he just wants some mommy time, and I think he's just wanting some mommy time. So if he comes in here and he wants mommy time, I'm gonna jump off here so I can go spend time with the baby. So the treatment is he does individual therapy and group therapy every day. Hold on, the baby's coming. Hi, baby. Hi. You can sit down. You can't sit up here, but you can sit right there. And you can watch. Yeah.
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 I love you.
Yeah. Okay,
I love you. You sit there. Yeah. Sissy's gonna sit there too, huh?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Sit down.
Yeah. I love you.
Yeah. Sit down.
Well, you tell him. He's
Yeah.
telling all of his sisters where to sit. So yeah, no, he
Oh.
actually has made a lot of progress. If he didn't make progress, he wouldn't be getting out of this program that he's in right now. Oh, you sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
No.
Yeah, so he actually doesn't have the thoughts and urges towards children that are small anymore. He actually has thoughts and urges that are more appropriate. He actually has to journal and keep track of all of his thoughts and urges as he has them. So he has this book he's been keeping, and they evolved, and as he went through puberty,
Hi.
they actually started being more directed towards... Hold on. Oh, don't leave. Let him alone. Please.
He's trying to go up there.
Okay, I'm right here. Listen, you
Up
can't
there.
be up here.
No.
No, you can't. Okay, then mommy's got to turn her camera. You can't be on the camera. Okay. I'm going to bring it closer too. Okay, so as he has those things, he has to journal everything, and his thoughts and urges have changed and evolved to more same-aged peers. So it's no longer towards small children, but he also doesn't have any exposure to small children. So the biggest thing is, like, if we don't give him that kind of exposure, then hopefully those thoughts and urges will stay away. Thanks, Sarah. Have a good night. Yeah, so his everything's going in a positive direction, and he's working towards independent living at some point and being able to make better decisions. I'm laughing at my little toddler. He's being a little spitfire. You want mommy come snuggle?
No.
No. No, he said no. You want mommy come snuggle?
No.
No, you gonna go watch Coco Melon?
No.
You gonna go watch Coco Melon?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sit right there, but don't come any closer.
Yeah.
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 He's so cute.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sound.
Yeah, it makes sound.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Colin.
Wow.
Wow. He found this little miniature toy-like hammer, and he's hitting it off on one of my mugs, making noises.
So cool.
Is he more accepting of homosexuality? He had a fear of being...
No more corners.
So he identifies as bisexual at this point, and so he actually says that he thinks he's attracted to both, which is fine. When he actually came out to me, I was kind of like, oh, am I supposed to be upset? Like, what's the big deal in this? And then it made him feel really happy and comfortable that he could feel that way and not be judged for it or whatever. I mean, it's not my right to choose for him who to love. So, are there any funny movies you and the kids like? Do we like any funny movies, Bear?
I don't know.
Funny movies. I like what? Jumanji.
Nice.
Yeah, we do like Jumanji.
Sound.
Nice sound. Yeah. Whoa, careful! Don't touch this because that's Mommy's camera. Here, do it on here. See what noise that makes. Yeah, I mean, that's your right to choose. You can definitely, I want him to be able to have the ability and the, whoa, stop, the right to choose. It's hard with a 2-year-old in here. But now he's playing with the kitty cat, and his sister's sitting here too. Is that Garfield? You gonna get him? You gonna give him pets? No, no, no. Yeah, go pet him nicely. Remember, we give nice pets to the kitty. Oh, you're giving kisses. All right. Bye, Joshua. Ooh, Sydney.
Bye.
Okay, bye, he said. You heard bye from the baby.
Bye.
Do I have contact with him? Yeah, I talk to him 3 times a week, and then I do a family session 1 time a week. So I talk to him really 4 to 5 times a week. But yeah, so he calls me and we just talk randomly 3 times a week, 3 different phone calls, and then we have a family session every week where it's me, him, and his therapist. Yeah. You want to see Garfield? He's always in on my lives. He's always. Yeah, pin him nice. Yeah, it's so nice. Ooh, what's on your shirt? Is that a cat or is that an alligator? Oh, you're gonna put. I don't think you should put. It is an alligator. Yeah, alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so cute.
Shirt.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt. What color?
Oh.
What color?
Black.
It's not. That's what. Yeah, the couch is black. But what color is your shirt?
Black.
What color is your shirt?
Black.
No. What color is that shirt? What color?
Blue.
It is blue. Good colors. Here he is. Here's Grumpy Face. Here. Boo, 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 boo. My baby. My little grumpy face. Hey, no, 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 no. Oh. Take the kitty and go. Here you go. He almost jumped on the camera. The baby. That would have been bad. No, I've never watched All in the Family. And I have 4 cats and I don't have one right now. So sad. So, it is sad. How long has he been in treatment for now? Going on 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October, I believe. So 2.5, going on 3 years. I think. Quit. You're juggling a kitty and a toddler. I'm always juggling a kitty and a toddler. Welcome to my life. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't break my mugs. You can't beat them together. No, no to you. Mister. No, please don't. You can take all 3 of those and stick them up on something. Booger. Here, look. This seems so much funner. Look, it makes crunchy noises. Are you talking about me or spelling Kristen's name wrong? Kristen. You're getting 2 guinea pigs? Why is Kirsten not talking as much as usual? She makes this extra fun. It isn't the same. I don't know. Kristen, I am getting 2 guinea pigs. That's so exciting. Although, do you know guinea pigs can live for 17 to 18 years? So if you're not ready for a 17 to 18 year commitment, do not get guinea pigs. Just letting you know. Make sure you research how long they live because it's 17 to 18 years for a guinea pig. Don't make that commitment if you're not ready. Will face some more serious charges. So he already has 8 felonies. I don't think he can get much more felony ones. 8 felony ones, I think, and then a bunch of other felonies and misdemeanors or whatever. It might not be 8 felony ones. It's definitely felonies, though. At least 8 of them. And they'll all drop off of his record except for the highest felony. So he'll have a felony 1 on his record as an adult. So, no. Whoa! No way, Jose. Get out of here. No.
2.
3.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta listen. You can be in here, but you gotta listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear Daddy. I hear Daddy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Go get Daddy. I hear him. Go get him. Yeah. Go get Daddy. Go get him. He is funny. Did you see his little head like fly through? Oh man. 6 to 8, 5 to 10. I don't know what I missed on that. I'm a tired girl today. I came on the live after being startled awake from a nap, so I'm off my game. It happens. No, I'm positive. It's a guinea pig. It's a guinea pig. Look it up. I'll look it up for you. Here. It's a guinea pig. I'm positive. It's a long ass time. Seriously, research it. I'm looking it up. How long do guinea pigs? And I made that mistake and I will not. Yes. How long do guinea pigs live? I'm positive on this. This says 4 to 8 on this website, but I'm telling you, it is not. It is not 4 to 8 in captivity. It says 4 to 8 in captivity, but I'm telling you, guinea pigs will live over 8 years. This says 5 to 7 years. I'm telling you, it's a long time. And they usually die from bacterial infections or pneumonia from being in captivity and mistreated. But if you treat it good, then and you keep its cage clean, it will live over 15 years. I'm telling you straight out. Yeah, it's crazy. Trying to find a good website for you. They're now tormenting Daddy. The highest number I have seen is 10 years. Yeah, okay, but you can't just trust Google. I would do thorough research. I'm telling you, it's like 12 years. I'm telling you. Humane Society. Check out their website. Let's check out their website. That would be a good one. I would think that they would have authentic and good information. How much time do you have? Is a guinea pig right for your family? Consider lifespan. Guinea pigs live an average of 5 to 7 years. That's what the Humane Society says. The lifespan is longer than many other small pets, such as hamsters, gerbils, mice, or rats, of whom only live up to a few years. If your life is in transition, a guinea pig may be more portable than a dog or a cat, but 5 years or more is still a significant period of time. Even though 12 years old. Mine actually came to the door like a dog. He was even potty trained. Mine lasted 9 years, no joke. I believe it. You have to remember those numbers are on average based on the multiple people who basically kill them early. Yeah, most people do end up killing their guinea pig because they stop cleaning the cage and they stop taking care of it, and then it gets pneumonia and it gets sick. All those things. It's definitely a commitment. I wish I knew. I thought a guinea pig was like a hamster. Yeah, I would actually get, so they make really big hamsters. Okay, they don't make them, I don't think, but have you ever seen, there's hamsters that are literally like this big. You can get a hamster that's almost as big as a guinea pig. You should look into that. What are they called? Something with an S. There's different types of hamsters, so I would just get a big hamster, because they only live like 3 years, usually. Roughly 2 to 3 years for a hamster. And then the bigger ones, their little heart beats a little faster, so they're probably closer to like 2.5 years. But I would definitely not get a guinea pig. And I'm not trying to talk you out of what you want to do. You consider all options. Think about it. How long do you want to commit to this pet? But if you're not ready to commit for like 10 years, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't like snakes, Kirsten. 8 years. Gerbils die always within 2 years. Guinea pigs in general live a lot longer than small animals. They're basically like rabbits. They're like rabbits. Ooh, I love chickens. I have a chicken coop. You want to hear the dumb dad joke that Rick told the other day? Why does our chicken coop only have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. That was his bad dad joke he told yesterday. That's crazy. Yep, that's a bad dad joke. I have no problem with garden snakes. That is not funny. Why do people laugh at that? That joke is horrible. Horrible. But yeah, so we definitely, listen, I think there are other, right, bad dad joke. But I think there's other rodents. So rodents as pets. Yeah, there's some big hamsters. You could also get a rat. I know, like, they creep me out, right? But there's actually some cute ones, and you can like teach them like mazes and stuff, and they're really smart. Yeah, you should get a, I don't even know what that is. It's me. Rabbits are 8 to 12 years. Yeah, don't get a rabbit either. They also take a really long time to die. And I'm not saying you should get a pet that's gonna like, I mean, you just don't want that kind of commitment, because after the guinea pig, you're going to get a cat or something, and then they're going to try and eat the guinea pig. Trust me, my cats knocked over the hamster cage a few times, and so we stopped buying hamsters. No, don't kill it early. That is cruel. That's cruel. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There's gerbils, hamsters, mice, and rats, if you want a different rodent. And my favorite guinea pig, or my favorite hamsters, are the white ones. Yep, that's the kind right there. It's like a sun something. There's, Syrian hamsters. That's the one that starts with an S. They're really big. But then there's the robo hamsters, which are really small, and they're really, really fast. And they're really cute, though. Then there's Chinese hamsters, and then there is winter white hamsters, and I really like the winter whites. If you can find a winter white, they're really pretty, and then you can even get them with like red eyes, and they're really, really pretty. And that was my favorite hamster my son had. My son has had like 5 or 6 hamsters in his day. Like, I don't want them to be scared all the time. Yeah, I wouldn't get mice either then. Biggest rodent out there, look it up. I'll have to look it up. Capybara. Bye. I saw a fat hamster that was pure white. Yeah, those are the fat hamsters. Those are the winter whites. They're also like it's a young Aryan or something. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, but I have to look up this other thing now. Capybara. It's a type of hamster? Oh, those things are so cute. I've seen them. They're so cute. They're like a cross between a hamster and a beaver. They're so cute. I have seen those. Everyone should really be looking into a blue-tongued skink. So my friend who lives in Australia, they have blue-tongued lizards, and she sends me pictures of these lizards who frequent her house every day, and I'm just like, no. They're huge, and they stick out their tongue like, ugh, and they're blue. It's scary. Hi! Hi, baby! My husband and the baby are out on the porch with their jackets on, and he's at the window saying, hi, Mom, hi, and waving. Hi, baby! Hi! Are you warm? Bye! That's cute. What's a skink? I don't know. You know, you also can get a pet squirrel. Do something a little different. Squirrels, I don't know their lifespan though, but a lot of people have pet squirrels, and a lot of people also get pet skunks. And you could also consider a it looks like a mink, but it's a ferret. Thank you. It was a ferret. I was thinking of a ferret. You could also do a ferret. So squirrels, chipmunks and squirrels, they live somewhere between 6 and 10 years. So probably not a squirrel. Although if you do, yeah, they live like 6+ years for squirrels. So don't do a squirrel. Don't do a squirrel. How long do ferrets live? Is a ferret 24 years? A ferret lifespan is 5 to 10 years, so don't do a ferret. How long does a skunk live? You can get a skunk without its smelly thing. Holy crap, that's a long time. I have a friend on Facebook who has a squirrel, and she like feeds it all the time. Skunks are 7 years, 7 to 10 years. 7 years in the wild, 10 years if they're captivity. That's actually kind of surprising. They live longer when taken care of by humans. Yeah. But skunks would be cool as long as you took out the sack, I forget what they call it. But yeah, you have to have that removed. That idea stinks. Another bad dad joke. Are you even a dad? It's just a bad joke. Reptiles live way longer. My son got a hamster, and he is so fat. The chub bald spots from running on his wheel all night. He's happy. I wish I could see his chubby hamster. He's at the end, almost 2.5 years. Oh, Kel, that's cute. That's so cute. And that's definitely end of his life. I want to see the fat hamster now. If you're on Facebook, add me and send me fat hamster pictures. I freaking love it. You can also comment. I'll make a post on my thing about your pets or whatever. I'll make a post on my channel and you can post pictures, I think, on that too, in case you don't have Facebook. I don't like rodents. I got really upset when my ex got guinea pigs. We were together at the same time. I don't care what she buys now, though. Well, I would think you don't care what she buys now that she's your ex. I mean, you can only control a person for so long, right? No, I'm kidding. You should never control a person. You know, me and my husband were talking last night. We just had like a good heart-to-heart conversation. Every once in a while, I like to drop that bomb on him. And I'm like, hey, let's talk about, just kind of check in, see where we're at. Like, if we were to say, like, what does it mean for... So, last night my conversation was, what does it mean for you to... Like, what does it mean when you think of a wife or a woman? Like, what is it that is like, this is what a woman is to me, or like a wife? And I said, you know, I've been reflecting and praying over the last several weeks. He had asked me a question, and it really challenged me to think deeper and figure out, like, right here, obviously. But yeah, so I was thinking about, what does it mean for, like, when I think of a man, what does that mean? Like, what is a man to me? And for me, it boiled down to like two things. And I don't remember why I started talking about this just now, but just bear with me. But anyway, for me, it boils down to somebody who is a man of his word. So what he says he's going to do, he does. A man of like action. And also somebody who is accountable, who takes responsibility for his actions and the things that he says and does in the world. So for me, that's what makes a person like a man. Oh, I remember why. Because It's Me was talking about his ex and how he doesn't care what she does now. But anyway, like, when you think about going into your next relationship, It's Me, you didn't ask for dating advice, but you just really need to like think about and identify, like, what does it mean to be a woman? Like, what is a woman, you know? So then you're like more prepared for your next relationship. But that was something I just decided to share that randomly. You're welcome, everyone. But it's really good to like self-reflect every once in a while. So to keep your marriage healthy and to keep even your relationship healthy, you should think about like where it's at, where it's evolving, what really drives you, and what are the things you really need. And for me, it boils down to those two things. That's what I need. It's all about the power. No way. Oh, about the skunk thing. Yeah, no thanks. Hey, listen, skunks could be the way to go. Just saying. Hi! My daughter just had ferrets, and the babies were good of her life because while she loves them, doesn't matter how clean she keeps them, they do stink. Ferrets stink. My neighbor used to have ferrets. Yeah, you're single right now, but you need to think about moving forward, going into the next relationship. If you want it to be successful, you have to figure out what is driving you. What are the things you need in a relationship? Like, what do you need from your partner? And you can't have like a list of 25 things and expectations, but you got to think about like the really deep thought about like the necessities. Like, this is a need for me to be okay in a relationship. These are things and expectations I have that have to be met. He's so freaking cute out on the porch. A big conversation my boyfriend and I had is about how we fight. Coming up with a way to fight and make up is so important. Yeah, the fighting is so important, and overcoming fighting. So we actually talked about that too, because so Rick in his life has never really been challenged. He was a little bit enabled to, in a way, that like whenever him and his ex would fight, he would just be like, nope, not doing this, and he would leave. He would just shut down, didn't deal with his problems, right? And that was the expectation, that he could just shut down and turn off whenever he felt like it. But in our marriage, we challenge each other, and more so me challenging him. He doesn't like to talk about feelings. It's uncomfortable for him. He doesn't like feeling. But how can you grow if you don't talk about feelings? And how can you really, really love and respect each other if you don't love and respect each other's feelings? So that's something we talked about even. Just in making our marriage stronger is like how we fight and what that looks like, and never going to bed angry, and like he can't just like run out because he gets pissed off and just like leave for hours at a time. Like, It's not realistic. It's not sustainable. It's not fair to leave and like leave me with all the kids and the responsibility and then like come back whenever you feel like it. And you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like we fight differently than we used to. And it's a lot healthier. That comes from talking about it. So that's really good. Not to be funny with that joke, Dardum. You only turn a woman after you have 2 kids and your life gets to be a mess. That's a horrible joke. All over it, I will. I want to send you a message. I wrote a personal email I've been wanting to send, so I will, and send you chubby dude. Yeah, definitely send the email. I don't know why people are afraid to send me an email. I will always get back to you. Can't promise it'll be right away. Sometimes I'm bad about email, but I'm really good about Facebook messages. Yes, the leaving during a fight is huge. No, in my relationship. Yeah, guys. So, well, okay, but realistically, humans have 3 responses. We have fight, flight, flee. Y'all didn't know I was going to be preaching to you about relationships tonight. But naturally, men tend to freeze, right? So freeze is actually a human response. It is completely acceptable. But when they freeze, then they flee. They go to the next one, which is flight. So men don't like to fight. Women like to fight. We're like, no, we're going to fight this out till the death. Men are like, freeze. Like, whoa, one thing at a time. Don't come at me. Nope, can't do this. And then they back away slowly, and then they just run. And they're like, flight. Get me out now. So as women, the way we approach something negative has to look a little bit different. And you don't learn that until a little later in life after you failed a million times. And then finally you're like, oh, what I've been doing is not working, so I'm going to modify it, right? So, you know, like my husband, he said, like, if we're going to fight, could you just, like, give me one thing at a time? Not be like, oh, yeah, and this and this and this and this and that. And then, oh, let me talk about, like, 5 years ago. And, like that's hard for a man, right? So when I talk to him, it has to be one thing at a time. I have to pump the brakes. I have to approach it more slowly, allow him to digest and freeze, and allow him to freeze so he doesn't flight, right? So yeah, it's definitely a transition. It's a learning process. And if we can learn to respect what we know about the opposite sex, it goes a lot better. It goes a lot better when fighting. Haley, your message was retracted. Did you do it or did they do it? Ugh, that would suck if your state goes on lockdown. They push me away and walk out when I try to talk the problem out. Well, you're young, it's me, and men who have emotions, women don't appreciate until later in life. Like, if I had a man who, like, wanted to talk about stuff instead of just fight with me whenever I was younger, I might have been like, I don't know about this. But sometimes women don't appreciate a good man until later, you know? Just sometimes we fail. We do. Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. Are they, Cameron? Are they? I'm thinking Green Bay's going to go, but I don't know. I haven't been watching over the last week, so they could be out, and I might not even know about it yet. But if they do go, I'm rooting for Green Bay. I was thinking Kansas City and Green Bay, but I don't know. Too many typos. Oh, okay. Sometimes, like, you guys will retract something, and then I'm like, wait, did you? Or did YouTube kick it off? Because YouTube deletes a lot of stuff that I never even get to read and would have never deleted. Hi! Oh, you look so handsome in that coat. Yes, you're handsome. Yeah. You look like a marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah? You want some hot cocoa? Ooh, Sissy can make hot cocoa.
Sure.
You look cozy. Are you warm? Do you need a blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't. No. No.
I can't.
No, you can't climb that. Go make some hot cocoa with Sissy.
No, hot cocoa.
Oh, did Green Bay lose? I hadn't been watching. As a 21-year-old man, I can confirm having emotions gets me labeled as a wimp by females my age. If I leave them alone like they ask, I'm a bad boyfriend for leaving them. If I stay, I get told I am embarrassing them. I just can't please them. It's hard. Relationships are really hard when you're in your 20s for sure. Because in our 20s, like...
Outside.
You were outside. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, did you have fun? I saw you in the window. Look, that's the window you were in.
Oh, outside.
Yeah, you were outside.
Oh.
Where'd Daddy go?
Okay, I thought he was coming. Like I was.
Oh, he's coming in?
No, I thought he was coming. Like his truck. I thought it was over there, and I was waiting outside for him. So Chubby's gonna be like, I don't know, just yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, he must have got another one then. And just never made it in. That's funny. Get the baby to ring the doorbell. Oh, no. Don't start. Oh, he could ring that doorbell for hours. He was just outside playing. Go get hot cocoa. You heat up my coffee while you're at it. Thanks, darling. Yeah, so for me, okay, so when I was younger, I also never really fit in with dating in my early 20s. That was hard. After my divorce, it was really obnoxious and difficult. There was a 4-year span in between my ex-husband and my current husband, and dating was awful. It was awful. So I totally understand and get it. Yeah, it was definitely a challenge, but I ultimately met my husband on Christian Mingle, and that doesn't mean you have to be like a perfect Christian to go on Christian Mingle. It just means being somebody who believes in God. I mean, there's all different sorts of levels of Christianity on that website, so if you're a Christian, it could be a good start for you. I hated Match.com. I hated OkCupid. Ooh, hot cocoa, go make it. Yeah, that's so cool.
Coco.
Yeah,
Peyton.
yeah, you guys.
Kid.
You are cute, but you're
Yeah.
starting to get in my little picture here.
No.
No, you
No.
can't be in this shot. Remember?
No.
3,
No.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
hot cocoa.
Go make your hot cocoa. Make sure you don't make his sleep hot,
Coco.
Yeah, I know.
or just give him a little bit of yours, or just make him, or just give him chocolate milk and heat it up a little bit because he really likes chocolate milk.
hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Yeah, go make it.
Do.
Why is Athena in here?
Make it.
Y'all want to see the dog? Come here.
Make it chocolate.
Hold on. She's going to probably take my camera down. I'm going to try this, but no promises. Oh my gosh. She's leaning back into me. Here's Athena. She's a big baby now. Here, I'm gonna move the camera so you guys can see her better. Here is Athena. She is 4 months old now. I missed some of your comments. What about J-Date? I've never heard of J-Date. My husband tried Plenty of Fish and said it was a disaster. Don't do that either. She is cute. She's bad though. She's big now. She's not a baby anymore. Look at this. Hold on. Here, can you see her? There she is. Say hi, Athena. Say hi. Say hello. Say hello. She's a cutie. Yes, she's a Saint Bernard. Her and Zeus are both Saint Bernards. He's somewhere else. He's even bigger than she is, and they're the same age. She's actually a week older than him, but she's littler than him. Pega had a little barrel for her to wear under her neck. Oh, really? I'll have to look because I haven't seen them in the stores. I do know you can get them on Amazon, though. Say hi. They're all saying hi to you. They're saying hello to my girl. Yes, they are. Yes, she's a Saint Bernard. Thanks, Bear. No, this is Mommy's coffee. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Good girl. I've taught her to sit now. She sits pretty well, but right now I don't really want her kissing me because I'm pretty sure she just ate some cat litter. She smells like a cat litter box. Like, she smells like the perfuminess of a cat litter box. Blech. I know. I'm excited for when we do breed them. I'm pretty excited about it. I miss breeding dogs. I breeded them. That was one thing I had to look forward to as a kid. My dad bred dogs. It was actually something that was like a good escape. I could go down and play with all the puppies, and it was just really, it was an escape from reality. It was so nice. Yeah, she is lovable. They're both such lovers. I don't know where Zeus is. If he comes in, I'll try to show you him. Last time he took out my camera, and then I was sprawled out on this couch like a idiot, stuck because the dog's so big.